Hello guys. I have moved map for two reasons. One of them is actually to do with the One of them is actually to do with the way I set up the previous series. I set it up on starting difficulty. It was too hard, and the other one was just because the quality of the audio and the video was terrible. So I've decided to start on here. This is a multiplayer server, so you can see, got one of my friends up here, Death Monkey. This farm is already taken up by everyone. This is my area, and you'll see in a minute what I've done. We're starting out with case 7250, and we've got a Massey Ferguson. We've also got a plough, fertilizer, whatever, and a Pronto DC9. So this tractor, I believe I put it on top spec. Let me check. So 261 horsepower, yep. And we've got the Activa, which has got an 8,600 litre capacity. We have also got, over here, one of my fields, and over there you can see is the other one. I have been playing this map for a while, but what I've done is I've restarted, kept the same machinery and same fields, but just restarted the money so that we can start again. If I change to growth type, you can see I bought these three fields separately and these two, and I have ploughed them into one. So we have got canola in these fields, I believe. Yep, we've got 2 fields of canola, and we are going to harvest those straight away. So let's get started. Just get over here. In we pop. So we've got the header hub attached already. Let's reverse out of here. Just going to move the microphone a second. I've noticed that in the previous videos where I'm using the steering wheel, it's actually picking up a lot of noise from the steering wheel. So I'm just trying to move the microphone away a bit, and I will talk up a bit, and hopefully that will reduce the sound of the microphone. So, I have just been told that someone is going to sync in the middle of the recording, but that's fine. I will just cut that bit out. For now, let's get started with the canola. 5 miles per hour? That seems slower than usual. Okay. In terms of fertilizer, I will check it in a second, but I believe this field has got 1 application, and the field just across from the yard has got 2. Let me have a quick look. So this one's got 2 and the other one's got 1. You can see as well, because of the way I ploughed it and owned some of the field and not others, the newly created bits that I ploughed, they all needed lime. Once you plough new land, it automatically needs lime because it's never had it before. One thing I should say is the map. This is Mercury Farms. On this server, I think we have around 10 people. There are about 6 active farmers, of which I have not been an active farmer for a while. So I'm trying to combine the two things. I'm trying to do sort of a let's play along with multiplayer, because that way, if if we do any missions, we can maybe get other people involved, but also we can do missions for other people, and I can have other people join in with the game, which I think is quite nice. It's not something that I see very often. Daggerwin did it once or twice in, I think it was Oakfield Farm, where he had, I have completely forgotten the name of the guy. He had someone else join him, and they sort of managed the farm separately and did some work together. That name is going to come back to me halfway through this, I'm sure. But that's the idea. We will be able to do some work for other people. We can even get other people to come and do some work with us. And it should make it a bit more interesting. We'll probably have maybe, depending on how it goes, you know, the time of day that I record and people's availability, we'll probably have maybe half the episodes are just me and the other half got other people. Okay, so we've just got a sync. Shouldn't take too long because Death Monkey was in the server a minute ago, but his laptop died. Just wait for this. I was getting some really bad ping issues earlier, hoping we won't have any for the rest of this. That would be quite annoying. Right, so we're back with the harvesting now. I think one of the reasons people don't tend to do multiplayer multiplayer series as much, there we go, it's just letting us know he's back, is because of the unpredictability of other people. You know, people could be saying really strange things in the chat. Luckily, I've been playing with these guys for a while now. I have already forewarned them about anything they say being on YouTube, so hopefully it'll be okay. But what we're going to do is get this field harvested. I'll just do the first headland, and then I think we will get onto a time lapse, just because watching me harvest over and over is not that interesting. What is interesting though is actually how quickly we are filling up, because canola doesn't fill up too quickly, but of course this has been fertilized twice, so it's getting quite a good yield from here. It's still canola, so it's not massive, but it's pretty good. The other reason I planted canola was actually because everyone in the server noticed that if you planted and harvested soybeans, you could make hundreds of thousands from every harvest if you did what I did and sort of ploughed the fields together. Or even if you just planted every single field you owned with soybeans, you'd make a ridiculous amount of money very quickly. So I decided to go with canola, partly to give the map a bit of variation, but also because if you sell at the wrong time when everyone else is trying to sell their hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of soybeans, you're going to hit the bad price. So I thought if I go with canola, which not very many people were doing, I might do better. You can see we've started on just under 22,000. We have a £150,000 loan. My aim is to pay that back as quickly as possible. I'm going to take another edge off of this side, and I'll take another headland off the other side, because we have got the horse training facility right next to us, which means it kind of gets in the way a bit in terms of the harvester turning around on its own. So we'll just take off this end here, do a first cut, sort of straight cut. And when we do that first straight cut, we'll take another headland off the other side. We do, as you can see, if I just zoom out a bit, we do have a bit more room around the top. We have quite a bit of room there. We need to do some logging in order to get rid of that. But we could quite easily log that, or I could contract someone to come and do it for me. The way we've been doing the contracting on here, I think, is that you pay people for the time, but you don't pay them that much because they get to keep all the money from the trees. So for removing those trees, for example, I don't know, maybe say, there's quite a lot of trees there actually. Maybe 10,000 to get rid of the trees, and then they keep all the money from the trees themselves. So we can see later about that. Right. I don't have the enhanced vehicle mod on like I do when I play on single player, as you can see. I'm just going to respond. Oh, okay. That turned the engine off. Strange. I've never seen that before. Okay. Well, I'm now going to time lapse. So, I'm going to be very careful about how often I say so. See you when we're closer to the end. guys, we are back. As you can see, it's getting late. It's also going to rain soon, so we need to get this done as quickly as possible. I've got the lights on to try and help with this. Hopefully it will help. We've done pretty well. We've sold one load. That was 27,000. Every little bit helps. And by the looks of it, we're going to have probably another 5,000 from this field. And I think we've got about 8,000 in the trailer at the moment. I can see from Fleagle's Inspector we've got 36%. So 21,000 litre trailer. So we're talking, yeah, about 7,000, I think. 7,500, somewhere around that mark. Yeah, in fact, 7,000 is 33%. Wow, you just got to listen to me do some painful mathematics. One last run on this direction, and I think just one last in the other direction, and that will be us finished for the night. But we've done pretty well. I am very pleased with how well we've done on this map. What we do need to look into, though, is liming. Because we've got quite a few parts of this field that need liming. I don't want to lime it when it doesn't need it, though. So we're going to have a look at that. Because if we lime the whole field and part of it doesn't need it, I don't know if it will reset it to 0, as in reset it to so that the whole field needs liming at the same time. If not, then we could lime the whole field and then next time be asked to lime part of the field again, which is just pointless. However, something we do need to do is plough. And our tractor's 260 horsepower, so I don't think we're going to be able to afford an enormous plough to do this with, and this field is quite big. The other option, of course, is that we just get the ploughing the subsoiling, because we've got a subsoiler. We just get the subsoiling done by a worker, and we do something else for the day. I'm not sure what, because again we've only got the one tractor, so we can't do too much, unless I was to buy a second tractor, a smaller one, which is completely possible. There are some small tractors that will pull the plough. It just wasn't ever in my plan to be doing that, to be honest, to be buying a second tractor. But if that second tractor is purely for doing things like ploughing, maybe it is worth it. Wow, we're going to have a second run down this side actually. The header is not wide enough. So we're just receiving a request for sleep. But we are going to finish doing this, sell off what is remaining, and then call it quits on the episode. So you won't have to see us sleeping. It's fine. But this is it. This is the whole field done. Which means we'll do a final count in a minute, but we had 21,000 litres that we sold already. We got a pretty good price for it, and the price was climbing, so maybe we can get an even better price in a minute. Let's turn it all off then. So just keep these lights on, and we'll get down to our tractor and trailer, which should be somewhere over here. Whoa, this map gets so dark. I'm gonna see the tractor as I crash into it, I'm sure. There we go. So we will just put this out here, switch to the other tractor. Now we're going to put all the lights on because we need it. So we've got 7475 in here. Let's see how much we have once we've refilled now. Okay, just let that fill up. I think there we go. So 13,118. We're 21,000 before. So that is 34,118 we had in total. Not a bad haul at all. Let me just switch this back to headlights only. Should put our beacon lights on. Oh, I can't get out that way. I completely forgot that. Oh, wow. That didn't go well at all. Let's just try and steer around the trees. We're also being blinded now by our own harvester. Let's just check the price before we head down to the same point. We did go to here before to sell. Ah, look, you can see now, if I turn off the needs ploughing, everything needs lime. Okay, so actually that's perfect. This whole thing needs liming. And once we've harvested this, maybe that will as well. That's possibly some good news. At least we can lime it all in one go. Turn off the lime. Only one section needs ploughing. I'm going to leave that. Not a problem, but we will definitely lime it. So let's have a quick check. 1284 at the livestock market still. Let's just get over there, sell this lot off, and that will be us done for the day. A couple of important things to mention about this server. As I said earlier, it's Mercury Farms. We have all been playing on here for a while, so some people have got massive areas of fields and things like that. We've also got our very own forestry and bank, so we can lease machinery directly from the forestry for a fee, so that we don't all have to go and buy forestry equipment, which is quite a nice idea. As well as that, the withering is turned off and weeds turned off, so we never have to worry about those. Another 16,000, so we have made 44,000 from one field. That is excellent news. Okay, I will spin round quickly. You can see people are leaving things all over the floor. We are going to leave it here for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of this new series. Leave me a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you very much. See you again soon. Bye bye.